Hi friends, Vinay Kumar here, International NLP and IAS Coach. Welcome you all back to the discussion that we had on the transboundary rivers, my dear friends, where we studied the rivers that acted as international boundaries between different states. An important question for our UPSC exam, my dear friends. In this video, my dear friends, let's get into the continents of Africa and Asia and see which are the important transboundary rivers. Fair enough, my dear friends? Superb. Now, Africa, guys, if you open the map, you will come across so many rivers. But not all of them you will have to remember for the exam. But there are some important rivers that you have to remember for the exam. And why they are important is, commonly when we look at those rivers, we don't see them as actually important, my dear friends. For example, I will share with you one example. See, most of us will be knowing about the Nile or the Niger, but many of you must have not seen the rivers like Limpopo, Orange, Okavango and all of them, which are very important. To recall one of my experience, there was a question once in the exam. Which of the following rivers discharge into Atlantic Ocean? Okay. And that has 4 rivers: Zambeji, Okavango, Limpopo and Orange. Many people, including me, that was only my second attempt with the exam, my dear friends. Many people, including me, were thinking, where did this river come from? Limpopo, Orange and all that. So quickly, my dear friends, if you have the atlas right in front of you, you remember, right, whenever you're watching my geography videos, especially map related videos, please sit with the atlas so that you can learn right away, my dear friends. Is that okay? So please quickly look into your atlas. If you can identify the river Limpopo, Orange and Okavango, 3 important rivers, my dear friends. Quickly. Are you getting that, my dear friends? Okay. All right. Superb. So, did you also figure out which are the rivers that are actually discharging into the Atlantic? Do you get that? Fantastic, my dear friends. Now, if you actually observe among those rivers, River Okavango doesn't discharge either into Atlantic Ocean or to the Indian Ocean. It has an endocrinal drainage system, inland drainage system. I mean, it discharges within the continent only. You can see there something called Okavango swamps. See in the physical geography map, my dear friends, of Africa. You'll get it. You'll have this dash kind of marking, and it will be written there. Okavango swamps. Superb. Okay. So let me tell you some important rivers that I have listed for you, my dear friends, as important transboundary rivers. Congo, any day, anyway, an important river, my dear friends. Important waterfalls on it like Stanley, and only river that crosses the equator twice, and it has the Congo basin, which has the shortest tribes anywhere in the world, pygmies. So many reasons it's important. Okay. Now, River Congo acts as an international boundary between Democratic Republic of Congo and Republic of Congo. Figured it out? Very good. Again, the river that we were talking about, River Limpopo. You can see it going as a boundary between South Africa and Botswana. Also, you can see it going as a boundary between South Africa and Zimbabwe. Got that? Yes? River Niger, another important river of Africa. Benin and Nigeria. It goes as a boundary, my dear friends. Benin, there's a country called Benin, you can see there in the Western Africa. River Okavango, another important river that I just made a mention of. Could you see where it goes as a boundary? Namibia and South Africa. Namibia and South Africa. River Orange. Orange, you will, when you see it for the first time on the map, you will pronounce it as orange. Orange is the spelling, my dear friends. It's Orange, not orange. Is that okay? Again, Namibia and South Africa. All right. River Okavango flows as a boundary between Namibia and Angola. All right, my dear friends. And we have this very, very important river, Zambezi. Zambezi, quickly hook your eyes onto the Zambezi, my dear friends. If you are there, see Zambezi going as a boundary between Botswana and Zambia, Namibia and Zambia, Zimbabwe and Zambia. Getting that? 3 important countries with Zambia. This river flows as an international boundary. Of course, not to forget the great Nile River, which goes as boundary. It stretches along Ethiopia, Sudan, Egypt, Tanzania, and they also say a branch of Nile along that Uganda. Okay? Have you completed seeing the rivers, transboundary rivers in Africa, my dear friends? Can we switch to Asia? When we switch to Asia, I would like to first make a mention of this superb river, the superb transboundary river, which is also called the lifeline of Southeast Asia. Quickly identify, my dear friends, the river Mekong. Got that? River Mekong flows as an international boundary between Myanmar and Laos. Laos and Thailand. Very, very important question for you any day, any year. Got that? No, I'm trying to tell. This is important, my dear friends. Among so many boundary, transboundary rivers that we discussed, this is very, very important. Okay. Which are the two? Myanmar, Laos. Laos and Thailand. Good. There is one river slightly to the west of Mekong. In Myanmar it flows, called River Salween. Myanmar and China, it acts as an international boundary. And we have this Amur River, an important river in Russia, which acts as a boundary between China and Russia. As you know, our own Brahmaputra flows as a boundary between India and China first, and then India and Bangladesh. River Ganges between India and Bangladesh. River Sutlej, India and Pakistan. Fazilka to Faridkot. Which else? Jhelum, if you go by the map that we have, the atlases that is published for India, if you see the maps there, Jhelum goes very much as an international boundary, but today that place is in the, most other atlases that are published in other countries don't show Jhelum as an international boundary because it's right now in the POK, my dear friends. Fair enough? Okay? But if you see in the maps that are published in India, you can clearly see Jhelum as an international boundary. Got that, my dear friends? If you go to the map of Kashmir, clearly you can see it. Alright? Don't forget the Kaladan river. So much of project and all that is there. It's between India and Myanmar as a boundary. And which one? Mahakali river. another very important boundary river, my dear friends. Clearly you can see it as a boundary between India and Nepal. Uttarakhand, Nepal, properly it goes as a boundary. You can clearly figure it out, my dear friends. This should be fine, my dear friends. One more river that's important is the Jordan River. Jordan River goes as a boundary between Israel and Jordan and Palestine and Jordan. Fair enough, my dear friends. So, for now, we will properly retain, because learning is not enough, right? Properly we'll retain all these rivers, my dear friends. In the subsequent videos, when I deal with the map locations and all that, I will try to include other rivers as well, which can act as transboundary, and that can also be important to the exam, because it is in news or for some other reason like that. Fair enough, my dear friends. Thank you all so much for watching this video and learning from it. See you all, my dear friends, in my next video.